The Peterloo Massacre was a significant and tragic event in British history that took place on August 16, 1819, in St. Petersfield, Manchester. It was a confrontation between the British government and a large crowd of reformists demanding political representation and other social reforms. At the time, Manchester was a rapidly industrializing city with a growing population but limited political representation. Many working-class people were advocating for reform, including universal suffrage, better working conditions, and an end to economic inequality. They gathered in St. Petersfield to hear speeches and petitions from various leaders, including Henry Hunt, a prominent orator and advocate for reform. The crowd, estimated to be around 60,000 to 80,000 people, was peaceful and orderly. However, the authorities, including the local magistrates and the military, were alarmed by the large gathering. They feared that the meeting might turn violent and were concerned about the possibility of revolutionary sentiments spreading. The local magistrates, responding to these fears, ordered the local yeomanry, a volunteer cavalry force, and later the regular army to disperse the crowd. The yeomanry charged into the crowd with sabers drawn, and the situation quickly escalated into violence. The regular cavalry, including the 15th Hussars, also joined in, and the combined forces used their swords and horses to attack the protesters. The ensuing chaos led to a brutal and bloody scene, with many people injured or killed. The exact number of casualties is uncertain, but it is estimated that around 15 people were killed and over 600 were injured. The violence was widely condemned, and the event was named Peterloo as a grim pun on the Battle of Waterloo, which had occurred 4 years earlier. The Peterloo Massacre had a profound impact on British society and politics. It exposed the harsh realities faced by the working class and highlighted the government's willingness to use force to suppress reform movements. The event galvanized the reformist movement and contributed to a growing demand for political change, eventually leading to reforms such as the Reform Act of 1832, which began to address some of the grievances that had fueled the protests. The Peterloo Massacre remains a significant and somber episode in the history of political protest and civil rights in the United Kingdom. There are thousands of great videos like this on the channel. Please take a look. Please share and subscribe or visit the Bonswivit channel on eBay, which has over 250,000 rare and collectible items listed.